Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over 5 wide receivers that I think you should be trading away before their value diminishes completely and before it's completely too late to get rid of these guys. But before we do that, I want to encourage you to please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up at the end, of course, if you did enjoy the content. Without further ado, we're going to start it off with Drake London. This Atlanta's Falcons offense, just a run-heavy machine. They got like 4 running backs in the backfield. That's not including Marcus Mariota back there. Jeez. Drake London, 14.8 last week because he caught a touchdown. Hasn't seen more than 7 targets since week 3. That's not good. That's not what you want to be seeing. Kyle Pitts is in this offense. He's getting a couple looks here and there. Drake London's getting the other leftover looks from him. But Marcus Mariota's what? Throwing it 15 to 25 times a game? That's not what you want to be seeing. It's a similar situation to the Bears currently, who run the ball, I think #1 in the league. And then the Falcons are #2, if I'm not mistaken. It's something around that marker, but I don't want anything to do with Drake London, Kyle Pitts, anybody on this offense right now. I would sell him. Maybe this is the highest you're going to be able to sell him for. Maybe he has another good game against Chicago. That would be a blessing because then you get rid of him after that week, but not too high on Drake London the rest of the year. I don't think that Atlanta is going to be changing up their scheme anytime soon because they're close to the division lead. So that makes me even more insecure about starting Drake London the rest of the way. Coming at #2, we have Curtis Samuel. These last 3 weeks for Curtis Samuel, 4 targets in every single game. That is not what you want to see. Surprisingly, though, before that, 12.9, 10.9, 17.1 fantasy points in 3 consecutive games. This was probably your peak period to sell this guy. Taylor Heineke at quarterback, he is loving feeding the ball to Terry McLaurin. So that's the only guy I want to be keeping on this offense is Scary Terry, to be totally honest with you. Curtis Samuel, if you can get decent value for him, I would dump him. It's not looking good. As long as Taylor Heineke is at quarterback, like I said, Scary Terry is the guy that you want in Washington. Coming in at #3, we have DJ Moore in one of the most inconsistent offenses in the NFL, the Carolina Panthers. And back in week 8 against Atlanta, you were on top of the world. You were saying, oh my God, I told you. All you had to do was wait for DJ Moore to blossom. I knew this was going to be his year. This is his consistency streak starting right now. And then he drops a 4.4 game and a 6.9 game. The inconsistency is just too much to overlook here in this situation. Doesn't matter who's at quarterback, Baker Mayfield, PJ Walker. I don't care who's at quarterback. I think you need to dish him off while you still can get anything for him at this time. If he has a couple more bad games and you decide to hold him, you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck holding him on your bench at that point. But as of right now, you could sell him to somebody that maybe believes he's going to rebound and be consistent for the rest of the year. But I just don't see that happening at all. Coming at #4 here, we have Brandon Aiyuk, and Aiyuk is probably the most valuable player on this list of what you can actually get for him. This offense is getting super crowded. That's the only reason that I really don't like Brandon Aiyuk in fantasy football. I like him as a player, don't get me wrong. He's a very talented player. We got Christian McCaffrey taking passes out of the backfield. You got Deebo Samuel coming back from injury. You got Elijah Mitchell coming back from injury, taking away some carries, maybe a pass here and there. I just don't think he's going to see the same amount of points or the same amount of targets that he was seeing when Deebo was out, when McCaffrey wasn't there. People still think that he has the potential to pop off, which he obviously does on a week-to-week basis, but his ceiling is kind of capped when you got players like Deebo and McCaffrey on this team. I would be selling him towards his peak before he kind of falls off into mediocrity. I'd say for the rest of the season, if you're going to play Aiyuk, expect around 8 to 12 points a week, but I don't think you're going to be getting those 25, 30-point performances from Brandon Aiyuk anytime soon. So see what you can get for him, shop around, maybe you can get a good deal. Last but not least here, coming in at #5, we have George Pickens, and I am in no way, shape, or form saying that George Pickens is a bad player. He will be a superstar in the future, in my opinion. I think he's going to blossom over his career with this franchise. As of right now, as of this season alone, I would rather have Deontay Johnson on the team because he's simply getting more targets. There's more opportunities there. Yes, George Pickens scored a touchdown this week, a rushing touchdown, and he scored a couple touchdowns in the past couple of weeks against Miami at an 18.1 point performance. And then, like I said, last week against New Orleans, he had that rushing touchdown. I just don't think it's sustainable. I think Deontay Johnson will score more points over the rest of the season. If I'm wrong, come back to this video. You tell me George Pickens is the GOAT. All right. You never doubt George Pickens. But as of right now, I would be shopping, you know, with the different rosters in the league, seeing what you can get for George Pickens, because I think there's better value out there for you. Let me know if any of this information helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Good luck in your week 11 matchups. Catch you later. Peace out, guys.